flame. Skull and tuck and roll. Chase the fire and dream. Light the fire's Valhalla. Watch it burn to the sky. Keep the flames ever burning. Let your spirit fly. Light the fires and kick the tires. Go with tuck and fire. Never stop the fight. Keep the fires burning bright. Shadows dance on ancient walls. Laughter's echo rings. In the halls of heroes roar, where every legend sings. Through the storm and tempest, fearless we remain. With a heart of burning flame, we conquer every flame. Light the fires and kick the tires. Go with dragon fire. Never stop the fight. Keep the fires burning bright. Loki's mornings of mischief. Raise your horns high and scream. Skull and tuck and roll. Chase the fire and dream. Light the fire Valhalla. Watch it burn to the sky. Keep the flames ever burning. Let your spirit fly. Light the fires and kick the tires. Stoic dragon fire. Never stop the fight. Keep the fires burning bright. The storm and tempest, fearless we remain. With a heart of burning flame, we conquer every flame. Be great, be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. Loki's mornings of mischief, like the fire's Valhalla. With a storm and tempest, fearless we remain. With a heart of burning flame, we conquer every plane. Be great, be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. Loki's mornings of mischief, like the fire's Valhalla.
Gun Bunny, Shockwave, what is up? Gun Bunny's like, I'm getting my pellet stove out. I'm getting ready, flannel sheets. I'm staying warm. It was cold this morning. Even in Texas, it was cold. Lord help me. Chilly and damp morning. Gun Bunny, yeah. Chilly and damp morning. Let me tell you, it's not damp here, but it is chilly. It is cold. We're down in the 40s. I was like, ooh, it's long sleeve shirt time. It's long sleeve shirt time. Pulling the coats out. Yeah. Yes, I do wear the hoodie and all that in the summer, but it gets nice and cool in here in the mornings. So I don't want to be chilly. I want to stay warm. What do you guys think? Do you guys like it? Okay. Hot? Do you want it hot? But, Loki, I can go into the AC and stay cool. What if you don't have AC? What if you don't? Well, I can pour water and I can go take a cold shower. Yeah, but then you're hot again. Ugh. No AC, heat. The winter, though, you can bundle your ass up and stay warm. You can sit there wrapped up and wrap yourself up and get warm and be like, oh, I'm toasty. I'm toasty. What is up? Oh my God, Pastel Loki. Am I pastel? Who knows? Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? It'll get warmer as the day goes on. Rainy and cold here. Pacific 414. What's up, brother? What's going on? How you doing? I saw a captain. I saw a fandom nerd in here earlier. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. What's up, Captain Fandom Nerd? Keep kicking ass, taking names, brother. Keep kicking ass and taking names. Don't take any shit. And that is what today's stream is going to be about. God, don't be a Greta. Loki, what's a Greta? Do you really have to ask that question? Don't be a Greta. How dare you? How dare you say that, Loki? How dare you even refer to that? Oh, no. You know what? I got a message yesterday. It was like, you're too hard on da-da-da. You do this and you do that. You blah, 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 blah. But you really need to like, da-da. I'm like, don't be a Greta, bitch. Do not be a Greta. Don't come up in here being a Greta. Seriously. We don't need none of that. We got enough of that. We got enough of that in politics. We got enough of that in the news. Oh, no. How dare he? How dare he? Don't be a Greta. Please. Please do not be a Greta. Greetings, Loki in chat. I'll try to listen as I can. Busy at work. Brother, have a good day at work. Bust your ass. Keep busting ass. Taking names. Don't take no shit. But Loki, what if a customer comes? Don't take any shit. We're not here to take a whole bunch of shit. You know what I hear more than anything? Loki, my job is really putting a lot of pressure on me to do this. Do you like the job? Well, it pays good. Then shut the F up and do the work. If it pays good, God, help me. Do you know how many people would love a good paying job right now? Especially something that pays the bills, something that keeps you fed, something that, well, I didn't think about that. Yeah. How dare you? How dare you, Loki? How dare you, Shellback? Don't be a Greta. It's that simple. Get that hashtag going. Don't be a Greta. God, people are so sensitive. And I'm not just talking about youngins either. Okay? Yeah, they can be uber sensitive. When I heard this thing, literally, holy shit. Yeah, me. What is up, CC? What's up, culture? How you doing, brother? Look at this slacker. Oh, yeah. Like I'm ready to go out and you know what I love about the cold weather? You know what I love about the fall? It's the only time of year that I'm like, damn, I wish I still had a motorcycle. Why? Because I used to love riding down from Missouri to Eureka Springs and hanging out in Biker Town and the leaves and riding through the mountains and riding through the Ozarks. And I get this like, I want to go out and I want to ride a bike. I'm not talking about a damn like No. Oh, yeah. I miss it. I do. Even after you got your ass handed to you by a curb? Yes. Even after that. Even after breaking 3 ribs, tearing my rotator cuff, 2 torn biceps. Yes, even after all that shit and recovering, and yeah, I'm still like, damn, I want to go out and ride a bike. We're here to view the tapestries. We're here to view the tapestries. How dare he? That's right. That's right. I don't know, man. It's just like, don't be a Greta, dude. Hashtag don't be a Greta. Thank you. DJ Plain Ice. Boom. Get it trending. Hashtag don't be a Greta. God, why would anyone listen to that? Why would anyone listen to that? Why would anyone? Oh, it's so blah, blah, blah. Bitch, you didn't even finish high school. Get a job. Get a job, Greta. Get a job and work like the rest of us. Then you can talk to me about climate and all that other shit. And you know what? The simple fact that nobody's willing to say that, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you people? What in the hell is wrong with you? Oh, just because you had it hard and blah, 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 blah. I don't want to hear shit. Olds Gamer 72 Cutlass has gifted a Loki's Mornings of Mischief membership. What is up, brother? Thank you so very much. And that membership went to Pat S. Pat S just became a sponsor of the channel. You are now a warrior of Asgard, Pat. Thanks to Old Gamer 72 Cutlass. Let's give him a skull. Let's burn it down. Let's burn down the village. I'm sending out the dragon. And you know what? If you want to cry about it, don't be a Greta Skull. Damn, Loki, you're hot this morning. That's right. I am hot. I ain't taking this shit. I'm so sick and tired of this shit. You know what I heard about? There was a speaker that went to a college that was like, you guys need to learn to listen to both sides of an argument. And these Greta-looking sons of bitches had to go to a safe space where they held each other's hands and cried, boo, boo, little boo-hoos, because they couldn't handle the fact that someone showed up with a different opinion than them. How soft and little bitches do you have to be to when you're like, oh no, I can't even listen to someone else's opinion because I'm too damn coddled and soft and weak that I can't even hear when somebody else says something. Damn, man. What the hell happened? What in the hell happened? Have y'all seen the DT? Motherfucker up there like Rambo, getting tortured by the press. He's like stretched out like Rambo in First Blood Part 2. Leeches and shit all over him, getting whipped by some crazy dude. She has one interview with Fox. What? Because you got asked questions that weren't softballs. Oh, we're gonna toss them. We're gonna toss them to you. Get real. This is the weakest shit I've ever seen. And the fact that people actually put up with this shit, I'm like, oh my God, dude, what the hell? Exactly. And it's the same, it's the exact same way with anybody else, dude. It's the exact same way. If culture jumped in here and was like, oh, you have to do, I'd listen. We might disagree. We had a disagreement on that gameplay the other day. Me and Spencer were going back and forth a little bit. We didn't cuss each other out. We didn't get mad at each other. Voices didn't get raised. We just didn't agree. What the hell is so scary about that? It's not. That's the thing. It's not. We just didn't agree on something. And you know what? Friends don't agree with stuff on all the time. Does that mean you cut your friend off if you don't agree with them? Well, you know what? I'm gonna
I'm gonna call you and separate you from the herd and leave you out in the wilderness to die because you didn't agree with me.
Bitch, get your Greta-like feelings out of here and do something else. I swear to God. I swear. This is no. And me and Spencer are totally cool. Why? Because we're grown men that know how to talk. Grown men, grown women, they can actually speak to each other and go back and forth. And when I say grown, I don't mean older. I mean grown. Okay? If you can't listen to someone else's opinion and go, you know what, I see what you're doing there, and you know, but I disagree. That is a discussion. That is a back and forth discussion. It is not, oh, boo, I've got to find a safe space and go and like hold hands with everybody and I'll kiss your hand and make you feel better because someone said a mean to you. Bitch. You know what? I was looking at this thing and this woman was talking about how it's not their fault. And I'm like, what in the hell were you talking about? It's not their fault. They have been through so many things. And I'm like, excuse me? They might have gotten picked on at school. Who here at one point in time got picked on at school? Who here at some point has been picked on in their lives? Okay, now who hasn't? I don't see a lot of hands. Maybe one, maybe two. At some point, someone said a meanie to you. I did. I hated it. Exactly. Everybody's been picked on at some point in their life. Everybody has had something go on. That is not an excuse. And then it went to the Isto Yahtzee thing. And I knew as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I knew that's where you were going to go. Your generation, the Generation X's and the millennials didn't have to deal with the isms and the obes and the bullshit. Bullshit. Do you know who had the Yahtzees the worst? The boomers. That's who had the Yahtzees worst. That was WW2. Don't give me any shit. Oh, you haven't had to deal with this. I never even heard some of the words that get thrown around until I moved here when I was a kid. I never even heard the words. And then I moved to Texas and it was like all kinds of shit opened up. You know what? Maybe spend a couple of years in a place that you're not completely comfortable with. Oh, I'm afraid to go to the South. Look, nobody's going to do anything to you. They will welcome you. Walk into a bar. What's up, bro? What's up, my brother? That's what's going to happen. It's not going to be pitchforks. There aren't demons behind every door. You don't have clan meetings. I don't know what the hell you've been told. Thank you, Dean. Pre-boomers. Greatest generation. My bad. I am talking fast this morning. See, I can be wrong and be like, yeah, no problem, dude. I get it. I'm not going to go, I have to find a safe space from Dean because he's making my life miserable by not agreeing with me. I better be one hell of a big pickle. That's a big pickle. We have a saying that has been lost. Sticks and stones will break my bones. Oh, dude. Do you remember? Does anybody remember when they were talking about no one should have to pull themselves up by their bootstraps? What world do you think we live in? What world do you think we live in? What world do you think we live in where you don't have to hard work, dedication, do the damn job? I was up till 2 a.m. last night. I was up till 2 a.m. working. Why? Because I had hurdles I had to jump yesterday just to get to the work I was doing for a client. Just to get to that point. I had hurdles I had to do. I didn't bitch. I didn't moan. I didn't complain. I did the work. I stayed up. I worked my butt off until I was like, you know what? I can't anymore. I'm done. I'm out. I'll finish tomorrow. That's life. You pull yourself up with the bootstraps and you do the job. Instead of, but it's really, really hard, Loki. Ugh. Okay, I'll see if I can do it. I don't know if Snowdub's here. Snowdub! If you're out there, I love you, bro. Sticks and stones may break my bones. Whips and chains excite me. There you go. There's your Mike Crotch for this morning. And I'm not even Mike Crotch. So, God, man, get your shit together. It is not that complicated. Work hard. Play hard. If you don't have time to play, you work.
But Loki, if I went to work, I wouldn't have time to do this and this and this.
Do you not think that other people who do the work do not feel the same way that I'd rather be doing anything right now? I love it. I love it when someone who does like gaming, and that's all they do is gaming, is like, why aren't more people coming to my channel? If you're on for like fucking every day, I don't know what to tell you. You want to be the next Asmongold, then work hard at it. Work hard, bust your ass. But you know what? Sitting there with 5 people in your chat doing this, that's not work. That's not work. That's this. That's what you're doing. Kick ass, take names, but God, man. You know what? Here and they don't get enough respect. They do not get enough respect. The people who work multiple jobs and decide to do this.
But Loki, aren't they not using their free time?
Yes, they are. Because they want to work and create something. I mean, imagine. Okay, so you have all day. You have all day to do whatever you want. You don't have to work. Let's say you don't have to work. Let's say everything's provided to you. Let's say the government just hands you everything. You don't have to work. You just get handed what you need to survive. You get handed rent money. You get handed food money, whatever. You don't have to work. What do? Where's your drive? Where's your ambition? Where's your thirst? Where's that thirsty ambition? You don't have it because you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to prepare anything. You don't have to have that drive. Why? Because it's taking care of you. It's taken care of. You're taken care of. I'm sorry. I don't want to be the government's pet. Just sit there and keep voting our way and we'll keep taking care of you. And there are people out there that do that because why not? As long as they keep taking care of me, as long as they keep giving me handouts. But then there's a problem. Someone else comes along and they want them. So they're like, you know what? We're going to give you less so we can give them more. And suddenly it's an issue. I'm not getting enough because they're getting shit. Then you know what? You know what I have to say to you? Get a job. And stop relying on the government. Now there are exceptional differences. One, veterans. Veterans should be completely taken care of. If you hold veteran status for the United States military, you gave decades of your life for service. Government should take care of you, period. But doesn't it do that? No, not really. Dealing with the VA, dealing with bullshit, dealing with crap, no. No, they don't really do that. You know how many homeless veterans we have in this country? And we're bringing people in to take care of and giving them money. I don't give a shit what aisle you're on. I don't give a shit what side you're on. I'm not saying, oh, this sign is evil and this sign is good because blah, blah, blah. No, because no one's taking care of the damn problem. When you have veterans of your country living on the street, homeless, when you have veterans in this country that can't get a loan to buy a house, there is a effing problem. And that right there. Second chance. Yes, and absolutely. But we're going to give a whole bunch of money away. I don't give a shit whose side you're on. It's dumb.
But Loki, it worked in Star Trek.
They had replicators in Star Trek. There is no, oh my God, I have to accumulate shit and blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. There is none of that. You will not get rid of that. Not in this generation, not in the next generation, not the generation after that. Period. Period. Jill, you thank him for his service. Thank him. Tell him thank you for his service. 22 veterans commit suicide every day. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. And we're all okay with this because, you know, we've got other people we got to take care of. No, people need to be taking care of themselves. The coddling needs to end. No more of this coddling bullshit. Man, everybody's got a mental disorder. Everybody's getting on disability. Everybody, and it's just like, my God, man. If you can't handle life, you can't handle shit. You've got to be able to handle something. You can't. So I know a guy. I used to have respect. I used to have respect for this guy. And last time I saw his place, I am not kidding you, there were shitty diapers everywhere. And I was just like, how do you live like this? There were bags and bags and bags, like a wall of trash. A wall of trash bags piled up to the ceiling.
Well, Loki, was his trash delivery not working?
Motherfucker was so lazy, he wouldn't take the trash bags out. Wanted someone to do it for him. So he just piled them up in his kitchen. He just piled them up in his kitchen and left them there. You know how nasty that is? You know how effing nasty that is? Get a grip, man. Tune back into reality and get a grip. This is not the way. I am sorry that you think, how dare you? Don't be a Greta. Don't be a Greta. What the hell happened? What the hell happened? Where did Dick and Jane go? Does anybody remember Dick and Jane? Oh, here's Dick. He takes care of the family. Hello, my name is Dick, and I go to work and bust my ass, and all I want to do is come home, have a smoke, a drink, and look at my wife's ass as she makes dinner.
Loki, that is so sexist that the woman would be in the kitchen.
This is what she does. This is her contribution to the household.
Well, Loki, a woman shouldn't have to.
No. No. He goes out. He works. He brings home bacon. She stays home. She works. She cleans house. It's a union. They work together. They work together to make it. But Loki, why should he be able to come home and have a cigar and a drink and da-da-da-da-da? Because he can stop at any point in the day, sit down, open her Tupperware, do whatever it is that she's doing. But Loki, doesn't that work the other way and blah, 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 blah? I don't give a shit how you break it down. You want the woman to go and work and you want the guy to stay home and play with the Tupperware and clean the house? Whatever. I don't give a shit. It's a union. You work together. You work together to become stronger. Has that just slipped out of people's minds? But Loki, does it have to quit being a Greta? Quit being a Greta. It could be a girl. It could be whatever it is. I don't give a shit what your orientation is. I don't care. You work together. You move up. You don't go anywhere.
Well, Loki, we just want to stay home and bang and be slobs. And then we want to bitch that we didn't get anywhere, and we don't have any money, and then we're not going anywhere.
Don't be a Greta. How hard is that? Well, 50 plus years of family structure erosion opens up for all the deficiencies that have sprung up in that time. But you notice, when you have these problems before,
What happened?
it's funny. I was having a conversation yesterday, and then Dean brings up, the boomers, the Vietnam, not, World War II. I think that's when the problem started. I really do. I think that's where the problem started. Because people figured out, we can just lie to you and we can goad you into doing what we want you to do. And yeah. Dude, this is the most screwed up shit ever. If your girl ever comes to you and it's like,
I could do feet pics.
no.
Well, I don't have to show my face, and I could.
No.
And I'm
No. No.
Loki. What do you mean?
You have a problem? You know what? If you are a single woman and you want to go off and do that, more power to you. By all means. You know what? If you can take advantage of dumb men that are like,
Here's my life savings. Go on a trip with your boyfriend. I love you.
more power to you. If you can find some dumbass dudes that will give you their entire life savings so you can go on a trip and all you have to do is take the money from them and let them say,
I love you.
whatever. If guys want to be that stupid, let them be that stupid. That is so freaking desperate. That is so freaking desperate. I'm tempted to paint my toenails and catfish some simp whales. There you go. There you go. Do it, Cotton. Go get you some. God, glad Loki doesn't do defeat pictures on the OnlyFans page. Dude, I wouldn't. No. No. Not me, not. No. No. I'm sorry. I cannot just swindle people. I can't do it. I can't. I'm not going to do it. I just can't. I can't. Papa's laughing his ass off. No. But you know what? You go, girl. You want to go get you some. I know a girl that does OnlyFans. I do not subscribe to her shit. Not her OnlyFans shit anyway. I watch her channel on YouTube. None of that shenanigans goes on there. But it's just not for me. It's never been for me. How many guys do you know that are like, I'm going to go buy me a bitch? Some guys are like that. Some guys, they'll go pay for it. Why? Because they get exactly what they want and they can leave after. And that's it. No bitching, no moaning, no nothing. Well, there'll be a lot of moaning. But no bitching, no complication, no nothing. That is a personal problem in your life. You obviously married the wrong person. And that shit happens. But you don't want to get a divorce? No. Stay with my chick. She'll take me for everything I own if I do. You got yourself into that mess. What about other things? I'm sure there's some other reasons why guys buy. I've got a little thing. It's pathetic. I'm sure. Don't be a Greta. Use what you got and go with the motion of the ocean. God help me. Act like you're Superman. I mean, shit. What more do you have to do? If I were to buy a bitch, I would move to Kentucky and donate to Mitch McConnell whenever he's up for re-election. Seems like something that you would hope would be understood entering a relationship. Here's the problem, Peli. Here's the issue. A lot of people enter a relationship without knowing who the person really is. I'm guilty of that. I have entered multiple relationships without really knowing who the person was. Why? Because I let my penis talk for me. I let the brain down there do the thinking. That's why. And it wasn't until I was like, you can shut up. You can shut the hell up, and I'm going to think with this and not with you. That I met someone absolutely wonderful that gets me, that is my match in life. I don't need drama and I don't need bullshit. And for the girls out there that create drama and bullshit, sorry. How dare you? Old Gamer 72 Cutlass gifted a Loki's Mornings of Mischief membership, and that membership has gone to Putin's cat. What is up, Putin's cat? You just became a warrior of Asgard. Thank you so very much, Olds Gamer 72 Cutlass, for gifting that awesome membership to Putin's cat. Do we need more dragon fire? A long live the fighters. What about burning it down in a fun way? Skull! Just Herb Sin over on Rumble says, I can't count on one hand the amount of days at school I wasn't picked on. Fun times. How many of us went through that? How many of us dealt with that? How many of us came out stronger because of that? We learned how to deal with shit and deal with life. Now it's, how dare you? Grow up, Greta. Get your shit together. You know what? When you grow up and stop being such a little insufferable bitch, maybe then I'll listen. Maybe then I'll listen. The world will be destroyed in 2018 if we don't stop. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, it's come and gone. That was 6 years ago. Oh yeah. Did you forget about that one? God help me, man. It's not that complicated. It's not that tough. It's not that bad to figure out. Pacific 414. Take care, brother. Take care of yourself. Have a great Thursday. Skull, tuck and roll, all the fun stuff. DJ Planners. Oh, that's right. Burn it down to the ground. Is that what has to be done again? It has to be all burned down, and people got to go through all 9 kinds of shit all over again to get back to a point where things are okay. Is that what all this is leading to? I Christmas storied my bully. He became my buddy. That happened to me. If anybody knows, my buddy Chris that I grew up with, he's been in the chat sometimes. Every once in a while he listens when he's not absolutely stoned out of his mind. Because yeah, we're the same age and he still gets high every single day. And then bitches. And then bitches. Oh, I got to get out of here. I got to do this. I got to do that. I'm like, quit doing all this bullshit. Get your shit together. I understand it's tough. You have to climb out of the hole that you're in. I get it.
Loki, you don't really get it. You don't, bitch.
Don't talk to me about not getting it. When you eat ramen for months at a time, because that's all you can afford, is like, 50-cent ramen, 25-cent ramen, whatever it is. The ramen packets, the Munchin ramen packages. When you can afford one of those a day and that's what you're eating. Don't talk to me about I don't get it. Don't talk to me about almost being homeless. I get it. Some people have had it worse than I've had it. But you have to climb out of that hole and get yourself out of it. The fact that anyone listens to that little water brain girl should tell you something about how real climate change actually is. God help me, dude. God help me. People can be dumb. People can be dumb. Do not be dumb. If you see your friend going, I'm going to see how dumb I can be. Are you going to have a contest to see how dumb you can be? As a teenager, I'm sure you probably would. We did it. Hey, I want to see if I can jump off the house, do a half gainer, and jump into the pool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to ride my bike because we did this. God help us. God help us. I'm going to ride my bike off the roof of the garage. I'm going to hit the ramp and I'm going to backflip and land upright into the pool. Dumb. Dumber than dog shit. Dumb. Point of order. Loki. All veterans do have access to a guaranteed home loan. I used mine 3 years ago. Yeah, but you've got to pay for that loan. And if you're homeless and you don't have a job and all you've got is your retirement check from the military. Oh, we did it. We all did it. My buddy Chris. Okay, so I did it. Boom. And I was like standing up on the bike when I landed in the water. That way I didn't rack myself. My buddy Kent, same deal. Came off, did the backflip, landed like standing up in the pool. Chris went too far and was like nosedived into the pool. When he hit, his body lurched forward and he racked himself on the handlebars. Not the bike, not the nut bar, but the handlebars. So yeah, I made it. My buddy Kent made it. My buddy Chris, he did it, but not so much. But the point is, at any point in time, there are big concrete blocks that lined the edge of that pool.
What do you mean? It wasn't like curbs?
No. This was a pool that was built in the late 70s. Okay? The house that I grew up in was built in the late 70s. And it had big red bricks that went around the pool. Literally, they used house bricks to line the outside of the pool. So you had like a granite, it wasn't tile, but it was like a granite top that went out around the pool. And then on the edge of the pool, there were big red bricks. So if any of us had gone too far, too fast, whatever, oh, it was going to hurt. So there was a slide too. We had a slide at the very end of the pool. And it was one of those, like, you know, you turn the water on and it gets the slide all wet and you go down the slide. Well, we figured out that we could jump off that bitch into the pool. And it got to the point where I was a big kid. Boy, I was a big teenager. I was like twice as big as I am now. And I got up, got on top, and I would like push off with my feet and jump through the air into the pool. But why? Because it was we were chest beating. Who could do the crazier shit? Yeah, Loki Jackass. That's oh yeah. We were doing Jackass shit before Jackass. And when I pushed, this is the very last time I did this, by the way. When I pushed, the front feet that were in the concrete unhooked, and the whole slide like shifted as my foot went out. And literally I'm looking down and I'm like, oh shit, because the slide took the weight and moved. So I didn't get the push off that I normally do. I didn't get that last oomph to make sure I cleared it. And I mean, it was like I had my legs like this, because I was like, okay, if I can just slide in, and I mean, we're talking, I had maybe a foot of clearance when I hit that water. I was right there. I'm surprised my head didn't hit one of those red bricks I was talking about. Stupid shit. Why? Because you're growing up and you're doing crazy shit, and that's what we did. We did crazy shit. When I talk about some of the insane shit we did, I'm not kidding. We did crazy shit, and we just kept doing crazy shit. We boosted cars. When I got older, that was probably a couple of years after that. We boosted cars. We did all kinds of crazy shit. And then later it was steal, do this, do blah, 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 to pay for habits that we had. Because that's the way it was. And eventually I realized before they did. My buddy Kent got his shit together eventually. I've talked about that before. He got his shit together, and he got his shit together and got a good family, and that was like his second marriage. But he got clean and got his life together. Well, I'm very proud of what he did, because he was worse than all of us. There's like, I mean, I did some crazy shit, but he did even more crazy shit. My buddy Chris, still doing the same shit he was doing 20 years ago. The more things change, the more they stay the same. I realized where this was going. I watched friends go to jail. I watched buddies never get up again. I watched all this shit happen. And eventually I had a close call where I had enough stuff that I was moving at one single time that I would have ended up in federal prison. They would have thrown the damn book at me, and I'd be in federal prison for a dime or two. And I said, screw it, I'm not doing this anymore. And I got out. I said, screw it. I had a close call. I thought that I had a buddy that was very dumb, and he put me in a situation with someone that I'd never met before, which was not the original agreement, which he knew I would have been like, no, I don't know this motherfucker. Why am I going to do that? So he lied to me. He said, it's for me, dude. He called me up and was like, dude, I need this, this, and this. And I'm like, okay, no problem. I'm going to come pick you up and we'll go and get it. Okay. It's for you, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We go and we get it. And it's enough, and I am going to jail. I'm going to prison. I'm going to federal prison. And then he's like, we got to take it over here. And I'm like, I thought you said it was for you. And he's like, no, it's for this other guy. Well, the other guy was a dumbass that I knew. So I was like, okay, I at least know where we're going, and I know who I'm dealing with. I would have said no if he would have told me that in the first place, because I don't like this motherfucker. But I at least know he's not a cop. He's just a dumbass. We get over there, and what happens? It's for somebody else that I've never met before. That's there. Who comes around a corner, and he's got, like, combat boots on. I mean, he looks like a fucking narc. And I'm like, I'm going to jail. I am so going to jail. I'm done. I'm cooked. It's over. I'm going to jail. That's a fucking cop. I can smell it. I can smell the maple syrup and the fucking bacon. It's probably a Canadian cop. And after that, I said, I'm done. I'm out. I'm getting out. I'm done. I'm done. This is dumb. And what did I do it for? What did I do it for? I did it for a little grab bag out of that, because it was a favor for a buddy. All I had to do was move it. I didn't pay for it. I didn't do any of that. I just moved it. And I'd have gone to prison for 20 years just for moving something so I could get a little out of that. I didn't have to pay for it. Now, you could say, well, Loki, why were you so sensitive? No, I was smart. I got out. I got my shit straight. I got my life together. I had to. I had a kid on the way. I had to get my life straight. I had to get my shit straight. I had to get out all that. I did all that. I moved away from my family. I moved away from my friends. I moved away from everyone I ever knew. And I'm glad I did, but for the woman that I did it with, it was a waste. Because she was a waste. And that was my first wife. I don't bitch. I don't moan. I don't complain. I look at it like, you know what? I may have done it for, these reasons, but I made the right call. And I got my shit straight. And I got my life together. Sometimes a mule kicks, sometimes a mule gets the licks. Gary Band, take this to their scenario. We all been there. It's called being a mule. Except we didn't call it that. We just called it doing a favor. You got a QP with cheese? I can get one. God help me. I just don't. And it's not just kids. I'm going to preface this. I'm going to hit this before we get out of here today. It's not just kids.
Well, Loki, you're talking about this like new generation.
It's not just them. It's not just them, because there was another buddy who literally stole a prescription pad from a doctor and was writing himself scripts. How dumb do you have to be to do that? Who got caught and then defended himself. Yes, he pulled a Nick Rakita. He defended himself. And he went to jail for 10 years. He did a dime. Yeah, I don't think he did the whole thing. I think he did a nickel and then got out. But same thing. And he said, Nobody's gonna find me guilty once I explain the situation. And I was like, what world does he live in? They'll understand. They'll understand that you are a pill popping little shit who stole a prescription pad from a doctor so they could write themselves scripts. That's what they'll understand. They're not gonna feel sorry for you and feel that
All I need is one woman.
no.
One woman with an open heart.
No. That woman probably can't get her prescription because dumbasses like you have abused the system so bad they can't get their shit. So they're going to hate you even more. No, dude. Stood up. When I was 20, my best friend was shot in the face and a drug deal gone bad. Realizing then it was time for a change. Moved to Arizona to get away from the craziness. It's a wake-up call to get your shit straight. I know I'm not the only one who's had it either. Sometimes you get it before you end up in prison. Sometimes you end up in prison. Just look at Gary. Look at what Gary's done. Just go take one look at Gary. Go take one look at Nerdrotic and look at what he's done. You can say all the shit about him you want to. You can be like, I don't like him. I don't like Friday Night Touch. I hate blah, 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 whatever. Just erase all that and look at what the motherfucker's done. He was in prison. He went to jail. He was an addict. He got his shit straight. He changed his life. And look at him now. That's all that matters. Not the channel, not the bullshit, not the fame, not the blah, blah, blah. What matters is he went to jail. He got his shit straight. And then he changed his life. Do you know how he did that? He pulled himself up by the fucking bootstraps. So to sit there and be like, oh, this word, this thing, people shouldn't have to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. Sometimes that's the only way people learn. And sometimes just the act of pulling yourself up, getting your shit together, that's what you need to figure out how to work in life, how to get your shit straight. And if you never have that, opportunity, because you've been coddled, you've had your ass kissed for your whole life, and you've been told you don't have to work hard, you can just game the system. You're never gonna figure out what life's about. Stop holding people's hands. Stop holding people's hands. Let them pull themselves up and get their shit straight. If you are in a bad spot, if you are in trouble, figure out what's important to you and get your shit straight. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you is figure shit out. Because it's better than the alternative. It's better than ended up in jail. It's better than ended up homeless. It's better than ended up dead. But if you never have that opportunity because the government's paying your bills, the government's doing this, you never work, you never have to take care, you're going to end up a fat slob in an apartment with trash bags piled up to the wall, never doing anything, living in filth. Is that what you want to do? Live in the projects in filth? Live in an apartment with trash bags all the way up to the ceiling? Or do you want to work hard and get your shit together? Do you want to work hard and get your shit together? Do you know why? Before we get out of here, I'm going to show you something. This is the last record I bought. Do you know why I buy vinyl? Do you know why I collect vinyl? It's not just that I like the sound. As some people have said,
Oh, well, the new digital medium and blah, 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 blah gives a crisper, clearer sound.
I like the sound. I do. The reason why I buy vinyl is that when I started this little adventure, and I've got vinyl lining all down there, all up there, all around. The reason why I buy vinyl records is because when I started this, I had two. I had a little tiny player, this little tiny player that's like a suitcase that I had hooked up to a speaker. That sounded like ass, by the way. That sounds much better. That sounded like ass, and I had two records. And I made it a mission to never be in a position again where I couldn't spend $20 on a damn record. If I see it and I'm like, oh, damn, that's badass, I'm not going to walk away from it. I'm going to get it because I can afford it, because I'm taking care of my shit. I'm looking out for me. I'm looking out for the person I'm with. I will not be in a position where I can't even spend $20 on a damn record. Because if I am, what's the point in all this? Vinyl sounds authentic to me, if that makes sense. It sounds authentic to me too. It always sounded better to me. Vinyl always sounds better. Thank you, Project Cambrian. It was more getting away from the people involved. That's it. Get away from the people that enable you. Get away from the people that are encouraging you to do stupid shit. Get away from the Gretas of the world. Don't be a Greta. Hashtag don't be a Greta. Spread that out as we get out of here. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. Thank you for listening. I know I can go off on some like, oh, it's story time sometimes, but thank you so very much. You guys have a great Thursday. Kick ass, take names, chew bubblegum, don't take any shit. And I'll see you tomorrow for the weekend review on Mornings of Mischief. Have a great one, everybody.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.